Hello. Firstly, if you're watching this and you're not from the UK and you've watched all my videos and you're thinking to yourself, the background never seems to change, you wouldn't be wrong. Welcome to the UK, where 99% of the time it's grey and wet. It is miserable. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about the UK and the darkness that seems to be surrounding it. I say at the moment, I think it's been going on for a while, but it just seems to be becoming more and more apparent every day, really. I don't know if any of you have similar experiences, but every person that I speak to that I know of, if it's a call with them or a text message or I bump into them, everyone is so downbeat, so depressed, so just beaten by everything. And it's out, I'm like, and it's another UK thing I notice where, you know, if you like, I do it all the time. Oh, how are you? Yeah, I'm alright, getting by. Another day, another dollar. Like, that is so shit. And I do it all the time. What an existence that is, where you're not like, yeah, I'm mint, you know, I'm buzzing, life's pretty good, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's always, oh, I'm alright, I'm getting by. You're just stuck in the same rhythm, the same momentum, the same patterns, just watching life pass you by. And it's just like, yeah. And then on top of that, you've got the governments just beating us with every little way they can. Honestly, it just feels like this country is at breaking point and everyone is on their knees. And obviously I think that is done by design, to be honest. And the people in charge are definitely happy with how things are right now, because I've never known this. The weather ain't helping either. That is just compounding on top of these feelings. But I think the sad thing is everyone has had enough. But where they've had so much of enough of this, that don't make sense, does it? That sentence. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, just where everyone has had enough of this, but their motivation and their soul pretty much has been beaten out. They ain't even got the energy to fight this anymore. It's just, well, this is life, it's shit, innit? Just gonna keep on trotting by. But then I've also noticed there seems like, I think one thing, I don't think we have personally enough power to change anything, unfortunately. They have got their dirty little hands and fingers in everything to control. And you could have 10 million people turn up tomorrow in London to protest. Nothing will happen. So, in that regard, little things to like make your life that much a little bit better would be treating your fellow man with happiness, kindness, politeness. Don't see that anymore on the streets. Like, everyone just seems to have their walls up and is against and angry towards everyone, and there's just no common courtesy, no, should we say, manners, respect. Like, I take my dog for a walk every day. Do you know how much and how many times I see shit left on paths, or poo bags that are just thrown on people's driveways? It's disgusting. But people just obviously, like, I couldn't think of anything worse than leaving shit on the path for other people to walk through. But clearly, a lot of people let that happen and think, well, fuck it, and carry on. It's so bad. And then you got like the youth of today. Like, to be fair, their future is about as bright as a black hole. But it doesn't excuse the lack of respect and the way they're walking around the streets with balaclavas and knives, stabbing people in big gangs, intimidating other people that want to just go for a walk. And nice. One thing that might make it a little bit more positive is, yeah, we can't control the taxes that keep smashing us, the living crisis and wages not going up. So we are literally in a stage where you go to work, you have just enough to pay your bills, you go to sleep, you repeat, and that's it. But if everyone was kinder to each other, like locally, a bit more happier, looked out for each other, little things like that might just make it a little. I think the country's done for. I think there's no way out of this other than leaving the country. But I remember back in the day, like the 90s, early 2000s, as a kid, you'd play outside with everyone from the street till the sun went down. And then, if especially like on a Friday evening, you'd go around one person's house and the whole street, all the neighbours, they would all be in the garden, barbecue cooking, beers, bit of music. Everyone, it was all one big community. Everyone knew everyone, everyone socialised with everyone, everyone had a great time. Now, oh, you're lucky if you even know your neighbour's name. Just so isolated and so depressed, honestly. Going back to like the late 90s, early 2000s as well, like, all you've got to do is just watch anything to do with that era. Like I like my wrestling, I did back then, the Attitude Era, and even just a normal Friday event, you watch that and the stadium is packed to the rafters, everyone on their feet, all with their own made signs, just jumping all over the place. The atmosphere is electric. Nowadays there is absolutely nothing about anyone. It's just like, oh yeah, woo, that's good. People are just got no personality, no happiness to share. The music, it just oozed into everything in that era. The music in any genre, didn't matter what genre you liked, it was top notch. Like, you look at hip hop back then, was killing it. Pop music, killing it. And then you got the bands like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blink-182, killing it. And then the music intertwined with the sports, like the X Games, skating. And you have the movies, just, oh, I don't know. Time back then just felt like it was at its peak. Everyone was happy, everything intertwined and was just a good vibe. Now, it is so far removed from that. I don't know whether maybe that's because we're younger and life was a bit better back then anyway, because you had less responsibilities, and now being a fully fledged adult, shit sucks. But nah, even when I look at any game shows, the banter people would have, the stuff you would say, the jokes, honestly, I could go on and on about it. We are in a shitty place, we really are. And it's like with going back to money as well, back in the day, was it maybe the 70s, I think, how did a household just have the man go out to work, the woman could stay at home and be a housewife, have 3 kids, and the one man's wage could pay the mortgage, pay like 2 holidays a year, and the wife can stay at home? Now we have the mum and the dad both having to work pretty much full time, and that's not enough. You're still on your knees with 2 full wages. This country is honestly just, it's soulless. I don't know if any of you can relate to this, if any of you feel like it. The people that I'm in touch with, who I talk to, definitely seem to resuscitate the feelings, but I can only see it getting worse and worse, which is scary, because it's already in a bad way. But this country used to be, I used to be so proud to be like, I'm from this country, I'm so lucky to be born in this country. And now I think it's just got its name and its past that it lives off, because honestly, if you really did some comparisons, we got to be right down the bottom for the shittest quality of living. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and feelings on this subject.